Guys, in this video, we're going to have a look at this, why it doesn't work anymore. So last time that we had it out, I was filming a video with it, done a jump, and then it completely lost front wheel drive. And together, we're going to have a look inside and try and figure out what the problem is. So we are recording this live, and most of you guys watching is going to be a replay. But I'm going to get some comments up on my iPad here. So, fire away some questions, and I'm going to fire away some questions to you lot too. So, there we go. That is the video that we're doing. So I'm going to look on there, and comments are coming in there. So, hello Andrew, hello Minya, hello Joe Pat, hello Owen, hello... Oh God, coming in too fast, and half the names I can't even read properly anyway. So, if I butcher some names, I apologise. Right, so... let's plug in the charger so you guys don't go flat. And hello everybody. Hello. So let me know in the comments, guys, what you have been up to today. Have you been working? Have you been playing RC? Have you been... I don't know. Let me know what you've been doing. Right, we're getting some glovage on because it's going to be dirty in there. I'm guessing the problem's inside the diff. Lyle from West Virginia, hello. Hello, Lyle says, thanks for slow mode. Yes, we have to do slow mode because, often people copy and paste the same comment in over and over and over, and it ruins the stream for everyone else. So if we do slow mode, it means everyone can only comment once every minute. So it slows it down a bit, it means I can read it. And if you want the best chance of me be able to get your comment, leave it nice and short how you are. So, Manu Minna says, how's the nitro crawler? Well, the nitro crawler is hiding down there, look. There. And I haven't worked on it for a couple of years. I should do really. It does work, but it just doesn't work that well. It's really slow. Right, so we've completely lost front wheel drive, look. There's nothing there at all. We've got rear wheel drive. Oh, we got... Right, so this side's got a little bit. This side here, nothing. So, could it be? I reckon it's in there. What do you guys reckon? What do you guys reckon is wrong with it? When's the monster truck? Someone says. Yes, I'm working on it in a minute. Working on the next video. I'm booked in the next few weeks to take it for my first drive and learn to drive it properly and get all safety specced up and all that stuff. Well, I think we've got to get the front end off first, I think. What do you guys reckon's up with it? Come on, help me out here. We're going to have to take the front end off anyway. Well, let's get the wheels off first, because it always makes your RCs 10 times easier to work on when there's no wheels on them. Let's get those off. Something with the diff. Yeah, got to be the diff, isn't it? Got to be. Let's get the wheels off first. So this is actually my Armour Fireteam RC car. Radio controlled car. And I turned it into this thing here because I prefer the classic looking bodies. I wasn't really a fan of the combat look really. Possibly the diff is toast. I'm hoping just a pin's broken. I'm not in the mood for replacing everything. I probably have got the spares. Drive cup, oh it could be. Yeah, I suppose the drive cup could be broken inside, couldn't it? I'm hoping it's just a pin that's gone. How's the 5T? Oh, yeah, not good. Not good at all. 5T's down there. Yeah, I'm going to have to investigate that soon. I mean, what I've been doing today, well, most of the week actually, I've been working on the long car. So I've been putting much bigger motors into it. We've beefed it up, made it stronger. So that thing, I'm aiming to make it go 100 miles an hour off-road. I tried to do that with my buggy. I think I've got it to go, Typhon, I think I've got it to go about 75 or 80 or something. But to get to 100, it just feels impossible with something that small. So hopefully with this, it's going to work. Mike Stallone in the house, how you doing? Congrats on your speed run, by the way. That's not a bad speed for quite a new build, dude. Alright, so Let's get the front off first, maybe. Get the bumper off of there. Noah in the house, how you doing? Congratulations on your petrol-powered RC. Judging by the smile on your face, you was over the moon. Do you know what? If I was your age and had a toy like that, that would be like the ultimate. When I was your age, Noah, I just had my manta ray. But it was the best thing ever for me. I was so proud and so chuffed to that thing. Right, so we got that off. Flip him over. And hopefully diff's going to come out with just 4 screws. Look, we've got four screws. I've got the hot racing bulkhead on there. And I'm going to put links down below to everything if I remember. I'll probably forget. And hopefully 4 screws out. We can get the diff out and see quite early on. I've actually got to fix an X-Maxx as well. I've got an M2C X-Maxx that I've just built with all the M2C upgrades. And because M2C reckoned that with all the upgrades it makes it a lot stronger. And I was sceptical, so I said, yeah, send it over, I'll test it. And I did break it, and I will show you that in a minute. But first we're going to fix this one, and then we'll get the X-Maxx out. That's if we can fix it. I might not even have the parts. I think I've got the parts. I've got most parts. Oh, Noah says it's the most excited it's ever been. Took some time saving, but definitely worth it. Hey, how long did it take you to save up for it, Noah? Hemp Doctor goes, I love meth. Well, if you love meth, then you probably will never accomplish anything in life. But you're probably joking. If you was really on meth, you wouldn't really tell everyone, would you? When's the next vid coming out? Oh, maybe tomorrow. We'll have a look tomorrow, maybe. I think probably sway bar off first, actually. Get that out of the way. Or at least disconnected. Of course, an armour is on the bench, says Lyle. Make the 5T trim brushless, says Chris. No, I've got enough brushless RCs. So I think that one, I want to leave it petrol powered. I've just put a Taylor engine in it. Let's get these sway bars off of here. Fiddly getting in here. Greetings from Finland, said someone. Hey, Matthew says get the new X-Maxx on Monday. Hey, you'll love it. Is it your first X-Maxx? Oh, Noah's been saving Christmas money, birthday money. Gonna start selling on eBay. Hey! eBay for the win. Right. I did say, Noah, that I will give you my eBay course. So if you Facebook me, send me a message on Facebook and I'll send you a free eBay course. Right. There's the diff. Diff is exposed. And do we have to take the shocks off? I think we probably will have to get it past there. Yeah, alright, we've got to get a shock off. How about a red cat kaiju? Maybe. I mean, quite a few people ask about that one, so I probably ought to, really, shouldn't I? I mean, I want to change it up a little bit on the channel, really, because, like, recently I've been having, well, for the past God knows how long, I've been having quite a good success with getting new RC cars and doing, like, reviews on them and stuff, and then upgrading them. But I want to start doing some other videos. It doesn't involve keep buying new toys all the time. I'm running out of space in here. Right, so, oh, look, here's the diff. Oh, it's broke a cup. Right, hopefully we have some spare cups. I was hoping it wouldn't break a cup, but luckily it's broken it on this side, so we can just take the cover off and fix it. If that would have been on this side, we would have had to take the whole entire diff apart, but this way round, all we got to do is take the cap off. Right, but before we take it off, I need to find a new cup. Someone says about combo in the laminator. What combo are you on about, dude? Right, let's go over to the Armour 6S parts department and have a look what we got going on. So I am tempted to put a Max 4 into this one. Maybe just an ESC. I don't know about the motor yet. I'll probably get the ESC first and put it on there and see how it goes. And if that motor dies, maybe we can put another motor in there. But I think that'll take it. That motor's water cooled. This one's the 80cc Taylor engine in that one, and I've still got to take it apart and have a look at the transmission because we actually melted it, physically melted it. The aluminium casing melted. Aluminum for you Americans! Give me a break! And this one here, we're going to do some upgrades to that as well at some point. I think we're going to put some reef servos on it, probably make it 4-wheel steering as well. I'm obsessed with 4-wheel steering. And we're going to find a different engine to put in it to make it not as powerful as that, because that is fun, but it's so much power, you break it all the time. So I want this to be a bit more powerful than stock, because it's a bit boggy and a bit laggy in stock, but I don't want it as mad as that, where it's going to keep destroying everything. So that is loads of fun, but I just want one that's a little bit more reliable, like more of an everyday one, and not as loud. That is loud. It's fun when it's loud, but not for everybody else. So this one we'll have it a bit quieter, a bit more tamed. Right, Armour 6S, we need to find drive cups. I hope I have some, actually. Probably have got some. Right, let's have a look in this one first. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Oh, we've got standoffs in there. I think they're EXP ones. Loads of arms. Loads of arms. Don't know why, because EXP arms, they don't really break that often. Sometimes, but not that often. Here we've got some M2C upgrades, and oh, is that a cup? That is as well. Perfect excuse to put an M2C one in there. M2C sent me these ages ago. So let's get those out of there and put one in. I'm going to be lazy, only put one in. There we go, look. Look at that, M2C cups. Right. Someone says Armour or Traxxas. I don't care. I don't really care. I'm not a brand whore. So I don't really care what brand something is. I only really care how good it is. So whether it's Armour or Traxxas, I couldn't really care less. It could be Tonka Toy, I wouldn't care less. So I look at the product as an individual and ignore the brand name. A lot of people struggle to get their head around that. They think just because the X-Maxx is my favourite that I must be a Traxxas fanboy. Well, no, I'm a X-Maxx fanboy. And I like Traxxas, but I don't like Traxxas any more than Armour. Or Lossy. Or Primal. Right, so that looks to be the right one. So let's flip this camera around. And we'll start tearing into it. Alright, let's try and give you a good view. Someone goes, more money than a doctor. But a potato for a camera. Well, I'm filming with the iPhone, dude. And I'm looking at it on the iPad here, and it looks perfect. So the problem must be with you. Alright, but anyway, my live streams are only a bit of fun, you know. I'm not going for maximum views. I'm not going for maximum quality. It's just so while I'm mentioning, I can have a little chat with some of you guys. As long as some of you guys are watching and commenting, then it's worth me doing the lives. Because otherwise, I'd be standing here doing it on my own. So I might as well chat with you guys. I can ask you guys questions, and you guys can ask me questions. Yep, there you go. Pablo says it looks fine. But anyway, if you do your own business, making as much as a doctor is easy. You know, you should be able to make 10 times the amount of a doctor. Easy without any troubles, really, if you've got your own business going on. Even just a little home business as a one-man band, you should be able to make 10 times the amount of a doctor if you're doing it, I don't know, just half right even. Let's get a bearing off of there as well for now. $75 Game Dog says, peace and love, Kev. Way. Thank you, dude. Same to you. Des says, nothing like doing it on your own. For me, working for myself, it's not even so much about the money, really. It's just about the freedom of being able to work when you want, and doing it like your hobby. So, you know, getting paid for playing with RC cars, I couldn't really think of a much better job really. And making more money is just a bonus on top really, but the main thing is it's a freedom to be able to do what you want when you want, and spend your time around people that you want to spend your time around. You know, when you work for somebody else, you know, there might be people at work that you don't get on with, but you're forced to work with them, and they're not people that you would normally associate yourselves with, but you're forced to. When you work for yourself, you can choose who you want to work with. Alright. Should have really got the Ugga Dugger on there. But sometimes you get the Ugga Dugger on there and the whole thing starts spinning in your hands. Alright. Get him off of there. And the rest of the broken bit would probably be in there. Maybe? Probably. Right, so that shim needs to be there. So this being a non-EXP, you haven't got all that slipper stuff in there, whatever they call it. And I think these ones are actually more reliable. The EXP ones, they have problems. So there's the broken remains of the cup look. Ah, come here. Will you be crushing cars at Santa Pod? Yes. And a bus probably. They're going to have a bus there. I mean, it's completely different to Monster Jam. With Monster Jam, it's all about big air and backflips and trashing the trucks. Whilst with this one at Santa Pod, it's more about trashing the stuff on the obstacle course. Like cars and buses and stuff. So both are really cool. I would love to do some big air one day. But Santa Pod's not really the place for it. But one day. Right, that on there. And then, what side was the shim on? God knows what side that shim was on. Where's the shim go, guys? So we got... Has he got two shims on that side? Maybe it has then. We got that. A shim there. Maybe it wants two shims on there to tighten it up a little bit. Okay. And then we got the pin to get through it. How's going to Monster Jam? Who's going to Monster Jam? I want to do Monster Jam one day. I mean, I'll have to prove myself first. They're not just going to let me just turn up and do everything. So hopefully I'll do a few smaller shows and they can see that I'm safe with it. And hopefully they're going to want me to do, like, I'd like to do the London show. Not this time round, but if they come back maybe next year, or Cardiff, Wales maybe. I'd quite like to do that. Get in there, you sod you. Oh, damn it. That pin has got to go in there, hasn't it? It's got to go in there. We got two shims on there. Because I don't know why the two came out. Every time I've taken one apart before, there's only one on there. But this time there's two on there. So maybe that is to make the mesh inside the diff a bit tighter. That's the only reason I can think why that would be there. But yep, tighter mesh is less likely for strippage. Right, that on there. Emanu says, Kev, what do you think is the best 3S basher? Don't know. Slash? Traxxas Slash, probably. But for the money, I would say the associated MT10 for the money. Cannot fault it. Right. Let's Ugga Dugger it this time. Not doing that lot by hand again. In there like that. In there like that. David says, evening Kev, how are you? I'm good, dude. How are you? I've been wrenching on RC cars all day. I get so many comments with people saying, why do you wear gloves? I mean, I would have thought it'd be quite obvious, really, because you don't want to ruin your hands. Someone goes, "Ah, you're just scared of a bit of dirt under your fingernails." It's like, well, I worry more about my health than I do about someone's opinion who thinks they're cool venturing without gloves. I mean, you know, if you don't want to venture with gloves, then don't. You know, if you don't mind getting your hands dirty, it's fine to not venture with gloves, obviously. You know, you do what you want, doesn't matter. If you don't want to get your hands dirty, put gloves on. If you don't care and you think they're a hindrance, then don't put gloves on. Everyone's happy. But I don't see why people have to try and push their beliefs and their way of life onto others. I mean, do what you want, as long as you don't harm anyone else. Do whatever the hell you like. That's my motto in life. Do whatever the hell you want to do in life, as long as you don't affect anybody else in a bad way. I mean, if everyone stuck to that rule, everyone would get on really well. Alright, shim's back on. And put the diff back in. Oh, I can't actually remember which way around the diff was. Alright guys, help me out here. Which side does the crown wheel go? This side or that side? I think the crown wheel goes on this side if I remember right. We'll soon see. We'll soon see when we spin it, and if it goes the other way, if the front and the back turns a different way, then you've got to spin it round. Yeah, someone said I think that's right. Thank you, Luke. People saying the right side. So, yeah, well, this is really the right side, but looking at it from that way, it's the left side. Right, let's turn the motor and see if it's all moving the same way. Should hopefully. There we go. It's all going the same way. All good. Look at that. Both going the same way. Sweet. That was an easy fix. I don't know why I've been procrastinating over that for ages. I mean, I broke it probably like probably three or 4 weeks ago actually, and I haven't looked at it yet, thinking it's going to be a mission, but it's actually really easy. I don't like having my RCs broken. I know when we take them out, we give them like absolute hell, but I like to bring them back into the shop, give them a going over, make sure everything's good. So that next time when you go out for a bash, they're going to be reliable. It's not often that you see one of my cars break early on. They normally last a good while before they give up. What's your favourite 1/24th, someone says? It's got to be the Axial SEX24, isn't it? Alex RC's just booked Monster Truck Nationals. Hope to see you there. Hey, I'm booked into the Monster Truck Nationals. There's a few tickets left, people. So, if you want to see me drive to Monster Truck properly for the first time, and want to come over and say hello, then come over. So, UK Monster Truck Nationals. Type that into Google, go on the website, buy the tickets. It's different to Monster Jam, but it's not worse, it's just different. And, you know, and the organiser, Russ, he gets lots of comments from people saying, oh, I wish America had more car crushing and bus crushing. So, it's different. Just as cool, but different. You're not really wrecking trucks, you're wrecking the obstacles. Right, don't get me wrong, I want to do backflips, I might not have the balls, you never know. I might have a go in it and it's terrifying and I won't do a backflip, but I think I would. See how rough it feels first. I used to do banger racing and that was rough and it was alright. So if Monster Trucks is about the same as that, I'll be alright. But you never know, it might be it might be way worse, mightn't it? It might be worse than being in a boxing match. Maxim says, I think you would send it in the Monster Truck. Yeah, I think I would. I mean, not a Santa Pod, really, because it's not the sort of track there. There's not really any big air jumps there. So just a few cars, a couple of jumps there. Got a bus to go over. But yeah, I do want to send it to the moon at some point. Got to, haven't I? I want to put a sticker on the back of it saying to the moon. But I've got to earn it first. I can't just put it on there anyway. Got to earn that first. Ian says, send yourself to the moon, Kev. Yeah, man. I mean, I'll definitely give it a go. And see how uncomfortable it is. I can imagine it the landing being quite horrific. I know you've got a lot of suspension travel and a lot of tyre. But I'm imagining the landing's going to be absolutely horrific. Have you had Lambo out recently? No, Lambo's tucked away at the moment. Right, that's back on. I had it out a couple of weeks ago for a little spin. Well, probably a bit longer than that ago, actually, now. Probably about a month ago. Took Ian out for the first time. David says, name for monster truck. Yeah, yes. Just going through the process of getting it trademarked. And then I will reveal it soon. I've applied for the UK trademark, so I'm just, well, Claire's actually doing it for me, going through the American one. So once we got the American one, I was going to get a global one, but it was like 50 grand, £50,000, which is like $70,000 or $80,000. So I was like, yeah, forget that. We'll just do England. We'll just do UK and America, that'll do. Sorry, dude, completely butchered your name. Says you should send the monster truck to the skate park. Oh, I would love to, but you'd probably end up going to prison if you did that. Right, so this is alive again. So bumper back on, wheels back on, and then we're gonna have a little look at the X-Maxx. Have a look at the M2C stuff that I've put on it, all the upgrades, and then we've got to repair it as well. Tell us a Stempy on the channel. I don't know where Stempy is. Oh no, I do know where Stempy is. He's got his kids. But I don't know where he is. I know he's got his kids, but I don't know where he is. Kevin, what is the top speed of the monster truck that you have calculated? It depends on your gearing. So in the transfer case, you get 2 gears in there called quick change gears, and you can change them to whatever gearing that you need. So you can gear up for long tracks and gear down for short tracks. I think the quickest someone's gone is probably about 100 miles an hour or just over. So mine would do that speed if I geared it the same. But it's probably going to be really unstable. Tyres are not really meant to go around that fast. Dan says, imagine Stempy in a monster truck. Stempy is actually quite a scaredy cat when he's in something. So I don't think he'd do much in there. He'd probably do a little jump and then bottle it. He's alright when he's not in it. He's flat out. But when he's in it, it all changes. Are you going to do real life backflips in your monster truck, says Mofo? Don't know. I want to. But you don't know. I might not have to bottle. Who knows? I'm planning to. If I get the opportunity at a monster jam, I want to. But you never know, you might come up to it and you think, oh, sod that. It looks so easy when you watch it on TV, but when you've actually got the full-size monster truck standing next to you and you're sitting in it, it gets a bit intimidating. And everyone says they would do it, but when it actually comes to it, would they actually do it? You know, everyone says they would do it, but who would actually do it? Right. Wheels back on, and then we're going to have a look at the X-Maxx. Noah goes, only problem with big sends is trashing the body. I think that is probably the least of your worries, the body, dude. That's the cheap bit. If all you break is a body. Dan says I would not. Alright, so in the comments, guys, let me know, would you backflip a monster truck if it was someone else's? Would you do it or would you not? If it's someone else's. If it's yours, it might, maybe not, because if you get it wrong, it might be like 50 grand if you get it wrong. But if someone let you do it and you didn't have to pay for the damage, would you do it? A lot of people say no. I thought most people were saying they would. Now I said I thought the bodies cost a fortune. You probably, depending on the body, but basic body, including paint and graphics, you're probably looking at about 6 or 7 grand for a body. But it's rare that you trash the whole body. You know, you can normally patch them up again. I mean, if you snap a filing bar off, then you could end up taking out your shocks. Craig says no way. That surprises me, Craig. I would have thought you just said definitely. Being that you used to do backflips and stuff on BMXs. Dan says I would probably say yes, but once inside I would probably chicken out. Yeah, I hear you, dude. When I didn't have one, I was like, yeah, man, I'll definitely do it. But then when you got the big wheels on it and you're looking at the thing and then you sat inside it and you hear all that engine noise and the vibrations and the power, I can't imagine what it would feel like backflipping that. It must be amazing feeling, especially if you pull it off. But I can imagine it being really painful if you land it upside down. Craig says he likes being over the wall. Right. Someone says the bodies have to be fiberglass. They don't have to be fiberglass, but most of them are. Me Cars World said I could have done it in 3 seconds on the main channel. Yes, I could have done. But I quite like doing a bit of wrenching and chatting with you guys. Alright, that's that one done. So let's get him back up there, where he lives. And we'll get the X-Maxx. Have a look at the X-Maxx. So there we go, M2C diff cup, which is, I've never tried them before. I've had it for ages. It's supposed to be a lot stronger. Right, yeah, X-Maxx time. Boom! Get up there. We've got to completely reorganise all this, by the way. I want to stack all the cars this way so we can get more in. Running out of room. Need a bigger shop or another shop. Right, X-Maxx coming. La 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 la. So this here is it was my stock X-Maxx. My first well, this is my first ever X-Maxx. This was 6S to start with. That was number 1. And then I sold it to Vinny. And Vinny done the 8S conversion. This is my first 8S X-Maxx. Yeah, so he has just been rebuilt actually. There's going to be a video on that at some point. Then my next X-Maxx after that one was this one. And that one there, I built it as a shelf queen really. I put the same upgrades on it as that one. But that was supposed to be a shelf queen. And then I turned it into a water crosser. So it's the same spec as that pretty much. We've got a lower kV motor for a bit more torque. It's a stock motor that comes in it. I've drilled holes into all the transmission cases. So we can put a rubber grommet in there. So once we finish with the water crossing, we can just pull the plug out, drain the water out, and then good to go. I've also taken all the bearings out and filled them up with marine grease and put extra marine grease actually in all the diff cases. So that's the water crossing one, stroke, wet weather, not really shelf queen anymore. And that one's the next X-Maxx that I got after that, which was supposed to be left stock, because I actually got that when I think I had that, it was, so I could compare a stock X-Maxx to a stock Outcast for a video. But then M2C reckons that with all their upgrades, it makes the X-Maxx even stronger. And I'm sceptical, but maybe. So we've got the M2C motor mount on there and a bigger motor. So the good thing with bigger motor is that they run cooler and they've got more power. But on the flip side, they're heavier. And the heavier you make your X-Maxx, the more likely you are to break other things. So their solution is this, a little chassis brace that goes on there. And it's designed to still flex a little bit, but just sort of hold the whole lot together, because I've only ever broken 2 chassis actually on X-Maxx's, but I've broken quite a few bulkheads, and apparently this is supposed to help save chassis and bulkheads, so we're going to see long term. We're not going to know in one video, but the bit that I actually broke is that. So I've got a new arm here. This one here is actually the tractor's heavy duty arm, and if you look at the heavy duty ones compared to a stock one, oh, we've got a shock leakage there. Oh, we have as well. Oh, damn it. So the heavy duty ones have got a little bit more plastic around here. I don't know if they're made out of different material or not. So heavy duty one, stock one. Don't know really. I know when you do the Send hinge pin mods, it makes them a lot stronger. And I haven't done it on this one yet, so I've got to order some up. RPM makes some, but they bend, and there's eBay ones and they bend as well. Right, anyway, enough bleeding waffling. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Let's get you down there, get this arm on there. Cars says, when's the next video? Hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, so they've definitely put a bit of extra stuff around there, and that would have probably stopped it from breaking. But when you got the Send pins through there, it pins these together. Because you think, if you crash, you hit the wheel and it tries to rip this bit off, snap this piece off. But if you got the Send ones, it's actually got a nut on the end and it holds the two together. So when you crash, it spreads the load over both. It makes it more than double the strength. Because trying to push that and break it off is almost impossible. But trying to snap this off that way is a lot easier. So you're actually making it double as strong. But on the flip side, you do break more bulkheads when you do that. Instead of breaking arms, something's got to break. And yeah, I don't break that many bulkheads, maybe a couple a year. Which I think's not too bad. They're cheap. They're a bit annoying to repair. I mean, it's not something that you want to do when you're out bashing. But they're cheap enough, and as long as you only got to do a couple a year or something, it's not too bad. So I'm cool with that. Right. Oh, and we've got a little bulge on the tyre going on here as well, so we've got to see what's going on with that. Right, get the wheel off. Gom says he'll give me $300 for my Max RC car. Haha, I bet you would. But I don't sell any of my RCs. I like to keep them all. I get attached to them in a way, so I don't want to sell them. Once I've bought it, I don't really want to get rid of them. We got Honza from Czech Republic. Hello, dude. Or dudette, whichever way. Dave says, well said, do what makes you happy. Yes. You often get people telling you doing it wrong, you should be doing it this way. End of the day, if you're not harming anyone and you've got a smile on your face, you're doing it right. Have you ever used a 360 camera? Maybe it would be cool. Yes, I have, Michael. I have indeed. You get some really cool shots with them. You can attach the selfie stick to the back of the RC car and it looks like there's a drone following it. It looks amazing. Right, that off of there. And it's so easy to work on these X-Maxx's. So easy. And then this screw out the bottom here. Let's put it down so you can see. Slide the pin out and that's it. New arm on. Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt. We'll be back in action again. Right, so now we push from this side. Should be able to push that pin out. There, look. This is, in my opinion, the world's best RC car. This and the Raminator. The Raminator for the ultimate fun. And this just for the usability, reliability. As an everyday basher, you know, can't fault it. Right, so... got to not forget to put these little screws in there again. Have you ever tried to reinforce an RC body using fiberglass? I haven't. I've seen people do it. And it just makes them crack. So, in my opinion, drywall tape and shoe glue is the way to go. Although, I can't remember who it was, but someone on the live stream said to me to use Gorilla Instant Grab Adhesive. I'll show you that in a minute. Because it's apparently just as strong, a lot cheaper, and it's easy to put on. Let's flip you around and I'll show you. This stuff here, look. So I actually did that red X-Maxx body with it, and I think it's actually stronger than shoe goo, and it doesn't smell as much, and it's a lot cheaper. To do an X-Maxx body, you need normally 2 to 3 tubes of shoe goo, and in the UK, a tube of shoe goo is £15. So you're looking at £30 to £45, probably like $60, $70, $80 to shoe goo a body. Whilst this stuff, this is £10 for a tube on Amazon. I'm going to put a link to it down below, actually, after the stream, if I remember. But this is £10 a tube, and I used half of it. So this would do 2 bodies. So £5 to do an X-Maxx body versus with shoe goo, about 35 to 30 to £40. Yeah, there you go. Hardcore says Alex. Yeah, Alex hit my body flat out, actually. It came off, and he hit it flat out. So how you doing, Hardcore? Hardcore in the house? How thick do you put it on, says Nick? I'll do 1 layer of the drywall tape, and obviously overlap it where they join. In some of the areas where it's more likely to go, I'll maybe do 2 or 3 layers, and then I'll just squeeze it on the grab adhesive or the shoe goo, and just push it in with my finger, and just try and not be too much with it, otherwise it gets heavy, but just make sure it's fully covered. Right, so that's that. And now he can go back in there with the pinnage. Man, these are so easy to work on, these X-Maxxes. Don't know what's going on with that shock though. I'll have a look at that in a minute while it's leaking. Finger it, Kev, says Tanner. That's what she said. Right, that's in. Not the finger, the pin. Maltese says XO1 to the moon. Yes, I know, I've got to do that. I said we'll do that when we get 1 million subs. We're at 1.5 now. Oh, Logan says I follow your TikTok. Yes, I've just got a new TikTok account. I've got an old TikTok account that I used to use, and I don't really use it anymore. And my brother's just started me a new TikTok, and he's editing all the videos on there. Right, that in there. Oh, the pin's gone. When you do the 7 pins, it doesn't really matter actually, but the pin is gone, and I do want to fix it for now. So, let's have a look in the X-Maxx box. X-Maxx box is there, bottom 2. This is Armour 8S, this one here is Armour 8S, this one here is X-Maxx. Let's have a look if we can find a pin in there. Sometimes you can get a longer one and cut it down, but hopefully you have got one. And let's have a look. Right, no pin in that one. There might be one in here, but these are my spares I take with me when I go out bashing. So I don't want to take it out of there unless I have to. I must have some, because all them 10 hinge pin mods that I've done, there must be loads of stock pins laying around everywhere. Ah, here we go, look. Got all these pins here. One of them must fit. I will buy Armour Outcast 6S. Good choice. Yes. Depending on how hard you're planning on bashing it. If you're planning to bash it severely, then you want to put all the upgrades on there. if you're just going to bash it normally, then it should just be good to go. Let it rip. What tools do you use in tight spaces when fixing your RC cars? Well, I normally use my Ugger Duggers and normal hand tools. If it's a tight space, I'll just use a normal Allen key like that. Opinion on Outcast 4S, says Maxim. Epic! Really good RC car. One of my favourite cheaper RCs, that is. Right, that in there like that. And then all we've got to do next is have a look at that shock to see why that's leaking. What's the craziest parts bin build you have done? I don't know. I don't think I've ever built a car just from parts. I don't know. It's normally, I've done builds, but they've normally started off as a car. And then I've taken bits off and replaced bits. I don't know if I've just built, I don't think I've built a whole entire car just from bits laying around. Not that I can remember anyway. Is the Max V2 good? Yes! I did do a video on that a little while ago. I like them both really. I mean the V2's a bit more stable, but the original one's a bit more nimble. So if you've already got the original one, I probably wouldn't bother upgrading it until you break the chassis, then maybe. Right. So running the Outcast A-Test tyres on this actually, and they seem more resilient than the X-Maxx tyres. For some reason that doesn't, oh yeah, it's back in now. We couldn't get that back in there the other day, so let's get a little bit of glue in there. Look at that little mini monster truck that I've done, replica of the big one. So a video will be soon, and that will get the same graphics on there as well once I get the graphics done. I've got the artwork done, I've just got to get them printed. Where is my glue? Here it is. So we've got a Sweep Strong tyre glue. Trouble is, it is so runny, it's more runny than water, and I'll make a mess with it every time. The good thing is it does flow everywhere. So look, you just put a little dabble on there, and it flows right in the gap. But it's easy to put too much on, like I've probably just done now. Yeah, right. Probably put a tad much on there. There we go. There we go. The rest of it looks good. Alright, let that chill for a bit. I won't bolt it on just yet. Let him chill over there for a minute. Let him dry. We'll put him back on later. Build a nasty mud RC, Kev. Maybe. What about the world's record speed car? Yes. I've just got myself a load of stuff for that actually. Let me, oh, damn it. Let me show you what I've got for it. So this is the Project World's Fastest RC car. I'm aiming, at the moment the world record is 202 mile an hour. James, whatever his name is, he's just got one to 200 mile an hour. So he's getting close, he's probably going to get it, either that or Raz. But I want to get to 203 with that. If them other speed runners go faster, then obviously I've got to go faster as well. Well, I do want to get the world record with that at some point. It's just finding somewhere to run it, but we've got some couple of places hopefully sorted soon. So we should be able to run that this year. I've just got myself a new radio here. That's the one that Raz told me to get, because we can modify that with a signal booster. So we got that. What else do we have? And we've got a gyro that Raz told me to get. We got the signal booster things here. Here's the booster thingamajig. What else we got in there? We got some other stuff in there, so that's going to come at some point. And I'm actually going to build a second speed car. So this one here is a Scorched RC chassis. So check this out. Normally on the Infractions and Limitlesses, they've got that metal chassis, and if you want to put side bits on there, you've got to bolt them on. But this comes as one complete piece of carbon fibre. On the front here, you can bolt your standard splitter or any other carbon fibre splitter that you want. And then we've got these bits here that the bulkheads bolt to. This one here is the front one. So that'll go on there. That's got your kick up. Absolutely amazing quality, this stuff here. It's the battery tie downs. Got other bits and bobs. So if you want to see that, actually, head over to scorchedparts.co.uk. Look there. So go over there. That looks like scorched farts, doesn't it, where that staple is? Let's go for another one. Right, let's go for one where the staple isn't through. There we go. There we go. www.scorchedparts.co.uk. There you go. So that's another build coming up. And I've got the scorched Raz wing. Look, the old bat wings. So that's going on there as well on that build. Because when I do some speed runs, I want to take some different cars with me, not just go over one car. Because some of the distances that we've got to drive is really quite far. So I want to take all the spare parts so I can rebuild stuff while I'm there. You know, I don't just want to take that one speed car, drive for 6 hours, break it, and then drive another 6 hours. Right. Get that out of there. How's the search for land property going? Oh man, it's just stuff comes up, but then I look into it and it's just not right. So the trouble is, the sort of thing that I want is about £4 million and it's about $6 million, and I'm not quite ready for that yet. So I'm trying to find something that's got enough space and enough workshop space and a half decent house. But I'm not ready for a £4 million house. I can't afford it. Well, it's not that up. Well, yeah, I can't afford it at the moment, but the thing is, if you want something in life, you don't say I can't afford it. You say, how can I afford it? So I'm not going to say I can't afford it. I mean, I can't afford it at the minute, obviously. But you've got to look at it and say, how can I afford it? What can you do to make the money so that you can afford it? Right. Are you still looking for a new house where you can drive to Monster? Yes, I am. I mean, I can find land, but then it's like in a rough area or like the house isn't nice. I mean, to have something in a nice area with enough land and a nice shop and a nice house, they're getting really expensive. So I've got to find something cheaper with less land, or maybe the way to go would get like a dilapidated house with loads of land and workshop and then just build a new house maybe. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Right. This is leaking out of there for some reason and I don't know why. Why don't you buy a house and then land near it? Well, I want to have everything on the same plot. Because if there's more lockdowns in future, which I believe there probably will be, you know, I'm pretty sure that they tried for lockdowns when it was Ebola, but they never got their way, and this time they got their way. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be more in the future, and I want to have everything on the same site, so I don't have to go anywhere. You need a farm. Yeah, I see some farms at a good price, but the trouble is it's got like an agricultural hold on it, so you have to be actively farming the land and have it as your main occupation. So those ones not allowed. So yeah, right. I don't know why this is leaking. Maybe it's just loose. I don't know. Right. Let's put some more shock oil. What shock oil is stock in at X-Maxx, people? What is the stock shock oil in at X-Maxx? Is it 35? Yeah, of course, the best thing you can do is buy land and build a house. And shop trouble is planning permission. I'd love to do that. Or is it 30? Is it 30 weight? What is it? 30 weight. Hey, thank you, Alex. Thank you, dude. Yeah, a lot of people says about buying land. But then what if you don't get planning permission? What if you buy the land and they say, nope, you can't do it? You know, and how long does it take? I want to be able to just move in and use it all straight away. You know, I'd love to do it in the future. Yeah, neighbour, buy land and then build a house. Yeah, I mean, that is the way to do it, isn't it, really? But, you know, I'm not an expert when it comes to property. I wouldn't even know where to start. Ever thought moving to the States? Yes, I mean, my plan is to build a house here, or buy a house or whatever, and have like a base here. And then save up a bit more and get a house in America as well with a shop. And then my dream is that I can go to both places. So I'll go to America for a bit. When I want to see my family, I can come back. When I want to do monster trucking and be in America, I can go there. So I can just go back and forth as I please. So, but I want to get a place here sorted first. Otherwise, if I just move to America, I'll probably get homesick after a while and sort of missing family and friends and everyone. Lockevola says, buy land and a big caravan, no planning permission needed. Yeah, I suppose you could. But I want a house really, I don't want a caravan. Oh, what's going on here? I mean, I would live in a caravan temporarily while I'm building a house. I mean, that's an option, isn't it? But we'll see. We will see. I know I need some land. I know I need a bigger shop. I know I need that. So... And I was going to look at some land the other day actually, but there's no shop on there. And then what am I going to do with it? I'd have to try and get planning permission and then try and get a shop on there. Well, I think it's a lot easier in America to get land and just build stuff on it. Here in the UK it's really difficult. If you've got farmland and you want to build a house on there or workshops and stuff, it's really difficult. They normally say no. In America it's a lot easier. So... I think how I would have to do it is buy land that's already got planning permission on it for building a house. But then that's where most of the money is. Most of the money is in the planning permission. And then you're not really saving much money. I mean, if you can build your house on farmland, you can do it well cheap. But it's getting that permission to do it on there, that's the hard bit. I'm hoping that's not going to leak now. I'll tighten this bottom up more. If it still leaks, we have to change the seals in there. But we'll see. We will see. Chris and RC says I live in America and it's nice. Yeah, man, I've been to America a few times. I love it there. Create a GoFundMe for your new property. No, Addict RC. I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. You know, I think a house is something that you have to save up for yourself, really. I wouldn't feel comfortable getting it from handouts. Philip says, where can I find your merch? There's a link in description, dude. I will be doing more merch because I've just had a load of artwork done for the monster truck. And I'm going to use that same artwork for making merch. So the merch that you can get now, if you go to our merch store on the link down below, that merch will get discontinued and the new merch will come out. So if you want the old merch, you've got to get in there quick. But I would wait for the new merch because the new merch is going to be a lot cooler. And the same price, it's not going to cost any more, it'll be the same price. Is there a plan to continue with the real quarter RC car? I've been following the series for a while until you stopped. Yes, I do plan on doing it. I've really got to get on that. I've got so many projects, you know, it's difficult. You know, I'm going to show you some of the projects in a minute. Let me get the shop back on here and I'll show you the projects that we've got on the go. I've taken on so much. It's difficult to do all of it, and the trouble is with the crawler build, it's going to need a lot of time, and you know the amount of time I've got to put into it, it's only going to be a little video. it's going to take me probably weeks and weeks of work to put into that crawler just for one video. And you know, I've got to sort of spend my time on videos that I can make a bit quicker. So I should really get back onto it. I want to button up a few other projects first, get them out of the way and done, and then I do want it. I want to get back on it. It's not forgotten about. I will get back on it. Mantle Jam happens right now down the street from me. Hey, mofo, I have a spare room. Whereabouts is that, dude? Is that in America? Travelling to America is still funny at the moment. Way less red tape than the UK. Says Texas is a great state. Yeah, I know. The UK's got so much red tape. So I think the easiest way would be to buy a property here and then maybe build one in America maybe later on. I'm dreaming at the moment, guys. I'm actually fully dreaming. You know, I'm not in a position to buy a property here and in America. I'm nowhere close. So at the moment it's just a dream. But you got to start with a dream. The monster truck was a dream a few years ago, and loads of people said I'll never do it, and I pulled that one off. Loads of people said I'll never work for myself, and I pulled it off. So all the goals that I've always set myself, I've always sort of got there in the end. So if any of you guys got dreams, you've got to go for it. You know, if you think about the grand scheme of things, if you've got the dream of having a monster truck, it's only a really small goal. It's not really a big goal at all, really. You know, I mean, I think anyone could do it if you put your mind to something. You know, a big goal would be like what Elon Musk is doing with Tesla and SpaceX. That's a big goal. Or like Jeff Bezos with Amazon. That's a big goal. You know, if you were to say you want to pull something like that off, it's doable, obviously, but I'd be like, yeah, you probably won't. But just like building a monster truck or getting a nice house, you know, that's an easy goal, really. You know, it's going to take time. Might take a few years, but stick with it, it will happen. You know, any within reason goal should be gettable. Right, so we've got some damage on the rear bumper. Should we change it? Yeah, probably. Right, I'm going to go upstairs, and yeah, you can come with me actually. I was going to leave you down here. So we need the rear bumper. This front one's gone as well, but we're probably going to leave that. So right, let's go upstairs. Staircase of doom. Do 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 do. And then you can see my X-Maxx spare parts department, which is here. And this is the part that we need. And oh, is this the front and the rear? No, this is rear, isn't it? Yeah, rear. So we need that. I'm not going to bother with the front one just yet. I might have one downstairs anyway. So that is my X-Maxx parts department look. There you go. And while we're up here, look, you get a little bird's eye view of my monster truck. Been my dream for so long. We've finally done it. It's nearly finished. It drives electrics. I've been working on the electrics, look. So we've made all that nice and neat now. All the cabling's all done. So I've got to make a guard for the flywheel. I've got to make a guard to go around the supercharger belt. A couple of little safety things. I've got to finish the seat off, but it drives, it's ready to rip. And there's the wheels for it. Right, let's get this thing on. All right. Hello. What's your thoughts on the Wide Max kit? On the X-Maxx or on the Mini-Max? On the Mini-Max I like it. On the X-Maxx I've not tried it yet, so I don't know. Right, so this is the piece that we need. So let's crack off the bumper ridge. Traxxas Max versus MT10. I'd say the Max is a nicer car. Oh, my brother's trying to ring me. Alright, I think we're back. We are back. Oh, my brother kept trying to ring me up and it ruined it. But anyway, we're back, but we're nearly done anyway. We're just putting this bumper back on and then we're going to be done. Right. Get that back on. Welcome back. Hey, welcome back. My brother, who is my video editor, was trying to ring me and then I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the acceptance of the council and it shut the stream off. Best laugh loop ever. Oh dear. Mark Iberio is doing a good job editing your videos. Yes, he is doing a good job. I agree. That back on. That back on. That back on. And that back on. Right, we're good. And then the front one's a bit broken. If I've got one in that box, I'll put it on. If we've got one in here, we'll fit it. Otherwise, I'm not getting a new kit out because it's not that broken, really. It's only a little bit broken. What bit is it? Oh no, it's that bit. I think that's a back one. It's like that, but a back one. Oh, got one in here anyway for the back one. Could have put that on there. Oh well. No, I haven't got one. We'll leave it. We'll leave it at that. That'll do. That's got a few more crashes left in it yet. Right, I think we're done, people. So next live boat, I don't know. There will be another live boat at some point. I don't know when. I'm going to show you. Actually, I've got to show you the projects we got going on. So let me put him away. I'll show you some of the projects we got going on. Right, projects that we have. We've got the project 200 mile an hour RC car. We've got to do. We have the next project, a single motor, big Max 4 build coming up. So that's another project. We got this one here, which needs a new chassis and a whole load of other parts. We can upgrade it and make it really good. So that's another project there. We got the world's longest RC car project. I'm planning to make it go 100 mile an hour. I did try and do it with that one. That was a project, 100 mile an hour off-road RC car, and I just can't get it to go over 80. I think it's too small. So this, I think, has got a better chance of doing it. So we're going to do it with that. This one here, I've got some upgrades on the raminator that we've got to do. This one here, I want to give it more power. This raminator here, we've got different engines and stuff and rear steer conversion and stuff I want to do with it. What else we got around here? We've got these. Oh, here's all the X-Maxx bits. We've got a few bang goods here that we've got unboxed that we're probably going to do on this channel. I've got this racer that we've got to build. An Inferno MP10. OS engine. We've got the top of the range for Talbot servos. So this is going to be like the best of the best. And Mick's going to build it for me. We're going to film it as well. And then we're going to take it racing and see how well I can do racing with a car that's professionally built and professionally set up. See, with these ones here, I built them myself and just done it to the kit settings, and I've done pretty good actually. I came first with that one in the A final, and I think I've come in second with that one, with the 2-wheel drive one. So I want to see how well I can do with a nitro. I actually find the nitro is a lot easier to drive, the 1/8 ones. So we got that one. And then down here we've got, oh, this is going to be a project. We've got the 4S infraction, but I want to make it fast. We got the Inferno MP10T racer kit. We've got a Pico engine for that one. So that's another project we've got to do. They're only small projects really. The big project is the monster truck. So this is almost done, but I've still got to do some more work on it. We've got to do the transmission guard, what I was on about. We've got to do the guard that goes around the supercharger pulley. A few other little bits and bobs. Got to get some tethers made. Tether it to the chassis in case the screw breaks and the sway bar don't come out. Well, not the screw, I mean the actual sway bar itself. So we've got a few bits to finish off on that. And there's probably more. Probably more projects I can't even think of. Yeah, can't think of any more now. Oh, I've got to put the fire extinguishers in the Monster actually. This is a plumbed in one. We've got all the hoses here. Here's all the nozzles. And I've got to fit just a normal handheld one as well. There probably is more projects. I just can't think what they are. That's got to be fixed. The USA one needs repairing. And then that one, which is probably going to be the longest project. A lot of work still to go into that one. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. Right, I'm going to let you guys crack on in a minute. I think you need a personal assistant, says the great Mark. Yes, I do agree with you there, dude. I definitely need an assistant. I need someone to do all the emails and all that stuff. But I need more space first. This shop's not big enough. So I need to get a bigger shop first. And some way to do it. When is the next Tractor Sledge video? Oh yeah, there's another project. Tractor Sledge. I've done a load of upgrades on that. We've got M2C chassis. Some other bits and bobs. GPM, spur gear going to go on that. So we've got all that lot to work on as well. Can I be your PA, says Mark? No, I mean, I want someone that I know, really. I'm not ready yet anyway, because there's nowhere to put the PA. But, yeah. You going to go drifting? Don't know. I'm not really into drifting. I mean, I probably will get an RC drift car just for a couple of videos, get like a decent one. But I'm not going to get into it. It's not really my cup of tea drifting, really. A little tidy up while we're waffling. Keep living the dream. Thank you, great Mark. Thank you. Please more slash videos against Senton. Yeah, we could do that. No reason why not, dude. We're nearly tied it up. Nearly. I've got to ring up the brother, see what he wanted. Probably something to do with editing, probably. Rusty Wing, can't wait for the Monster Truck Show. Hey! I'm excited as well. Nervous, but excited. Broken diff cup, said Shelby. Yes, broken diff cup. This was the culprit, look. That's what broke. So we're going to throw that away. Alright, that's it. We tried these. All done. So ow. Alright, all done. I'm going to ring up my brother, see what he wanted. And I will be on another live stream at some point soon. Don't know when. Next time there's something to venture on, I suppose. I mean, everything's fixed now, really, apart from the lossy. That's going to be a video. Laminator's going to be video. I'll tell you what I'm going to do live. I've got these Banggood reviews to do. That's been sat there for ages, and they've been saying to me, when are you going to review it? When are you going to review it? I'm like, I don't know. I've got loads to do. So I might do that live tomorrow, actually. And we've got this Banggood here as well. This one I'm probably going to do as a main video, because I reckon this one will do pretty good. That's probably a 1 million view video there, I reckon, that one. But this little crawler, that one probably not. So I'll just do that one as a live. It looks really cool, Chevy K10. Yeah, we'll do that maybe tomorrow if I get time. See how we get on. So, subscribe, and smash the bell. Like that. If you don't want to miss it. I mean, it's not going to be that epic, is it really? I'm going to be unboxing a crappy crawler and buzzing it around. I'm sure you'll survive missing that video. It's not the most epic of things to film, is it? But yeah, there you go. We'll have a bit of fun with it anyway. Never know, it might suck. You know what? When RCs suck, sometimes it's more fun because you can laugh at them. But yeah, we'll unbox that. We'll have a little look, but maybe tomorrow. And let's roll for more action. Yes, Stu. So on that note, I'm going to turn you off and see you soon. All right, laters, guys. Thanks for stopping by and keeping me company while I'm benching. And yeah, off. All right, see you later, guys. Bye.